So I get up and go to the window and I look and I'm like, I knew it was my car. Like I heard like the engine, like it sound different. So it's like I go to the window and I'm like, this motherfucker is in my Porsche Panamera. And the mom, like, she sort of like had this look of shock on her face, but she was just like, oh, let me go get him. Not like pissed. Like, it was more so like, let me go get him. My toddler spilled some milk. Not my 17-year-old son just stole a car of a dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just off. Like, it was, and I, like, right then and there, I was like, oh, I'm gonna kill him. Like, I'm gonna kill him. Like, I'm gonna kill him. So, like, I go downstairs, so he done pulled up, right? And so he getting out the car. And so, like, I grab him by his neck. Like, I grab him, push him up against the side of the car. I'm like, who the fuck told you to take my car? He like, calm down, old school, calm down, get your hands off me, get your hands, like screaming, like trying to make a scene. And like y'all know in previous videos, I don't give no fucks about making a scene. Like, I will make the scene bigger. So I'm like choking him, and I'm literally got my hand around his neck and I'm wringing him out with one hand, taking the keys out his hands with the other. And she like grabbing my arms, like, get off my son, get off my son, get off of him like that, get off of him like that. I get off, I let him go. I'm still hot, like hot. I just get in my car and I leave. And so she like blowing my phone up, like, why'd you leave? Why you leaving? Why you leave? What? Why I'm what? Why I'm what, ma'am? Ma'am, why am I what? She comes over my house and she's like, I don't really know what to say. I don't understand why you left. And you know what I'm saying? I figured we could have talked that out. It wasn't that big of a... And listen, this is why you see so many young black males, and I'm not going to say from single parent homes, because I grew up in a single parent home. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my mom and dad were married. They got a divorce, but I lived with my mom. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of my peers went to jail because of stuff like this. Stuff like this where parents, them friend parents, don't be real parents. Like, I shouldn't have had to check him to that point. She should have yanked him out the car. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I was so furious. Like, I would have done something to that boy. Like, if, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And that's why I was just like, let me just go. Let me get out of here. So how she was coming at me was like crazy. Like, and she was just sort of like, when I talk to you and stuff like that, I really saw yourself becoming like a mentor to my son and, helping him through this tough part in life. And, this is third. I'm like, sis, he stole my car like the second day he saw me. So yeah, what am I supposed to do? Like, what do you ideally think I was supposed to do? Was I not supposed to grab him out of my car? Like, was I supposed to talk him down? Like, hey, if you get out of my car, I'll give you some Oreos. Yeah. And maybe we can get some ice cream later. No, he's lucky I didn't fucking kill him. Look. So, make a long story short, we talk a little bit. At this point, I'm not even returning her phone calls no more. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna let this slide. You know what I'm saying? So like 2, 3, maybe 4 days go by, no contact. Then she start calling me again. Maybe like for like a week, she's calling me every day. And I'm just like, not returning her calls. I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, I understand when me and her together, we got a pretty good connection, really good vibes. But her kid situation, man, I can't do it. Like, I just can't do it. And I've dated women with kids before, and it's never nothing like this. So, man, it's crazy. The next sequence of events is just crazy. So she's like, Tom, I just, I want to fix this. I just really want to fix it, whatever. And she's like, can you come over? Let me cook dinner. We can talk, and you can talk to him and he can apologize and, all this stuff. So I'm looking at at this point, I'm looking at my life right now. And I'm like, at this point, I was tired of starting over with a fresh person. Like, I got tired of it. And I was like, getting to meet somebody and finding like a connection, or then finding out the connection don't work and, all this stuff. I was just tired. I was exhausted. And I just felt like maybe I should try again. Or at least if I do try again, try to limit the interaction with her kids. Like, maybe span that out. So like, me and her, and maybe just me and her kids every once in a while. But she kept trying to incorporate me in with her kids because, she was spending a lot of time in my house. So I'm like, okay, I go over for dinner, right? And, I come in and he gets his teleprompter out again. I just want to let you know, Mr. Tom, that I'm sorry for taking your car and doing ratchet stuff with my friends. I'm sorry, Mr. Tom. Period. And I'm like, Okay, yeah, okay. And the daughter, she's standing there, she's just like, man, he's stupid as hell. Like, when she said it, it's like, he's stupid as hell. And so he had went in on her, like, when she said it, it's like, you need to stay out. So he barking at her, and then the mom started barking at her, and she just got tired of it. She just went to her room. And so she's cooking. The mom's in the kitchen cooking or whatnot. So she's going to go cook or whatever. And so she's like, I ran out of something. I'm going to run to the store real quick. I'll be right back. So she runs to the store. Now, it's me, the 17-year-old, and the 13-year-old. So I hear the 17-year-old and the 13-year-old arguing in the back. Like, arguing. Like, he calling her bitches. You know, she like, get out my room. Then all of a sudden, I hear boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, I know this nigga ain't just beat up his sister. So I get up and walk back there thinking he done like hit her. I get back to the room. He on the floor having like a seizure. Like he like, having a seizure. And the daughter just standing there like. And so I look at her and she look at me. And I'm like, is we supposed to do something? And she like, I don't know. Are we? I'm like, should we let this nigga die? And he like having a seizure. Like, I mean, he convulsing and stuff falling off the thing. And the daughter just like. And so I'm just linked up against the wall like. And then the mom came in and, you know, she came back in the room. And so when I heard her coming, I was like, oh, so we're supposed to do something? We need CPR or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So she come in and she put something in his mouth and she lift his head up and she, you know, hold him and all this stuff. And me and the daughter still looking at each other like I said, I'm the villain of the story. And the mom, you know, she's like, you know, she hold him and, you know, eventually he started to snap out of it. And then he had another seizure. And so she ended up having to call the emergency, you know, call 911 and they had to come take him. And she was at the hospital with him till like 4 a.m. I stayed with the daughter just to, you know, make sure everything was cool. But man, in that moment, family, I need y'all to look me dead in the face, like real. Like, for real, come here. I was ready to let that little boy die. I ain't even gonna lie. Because if that boy die, he alleviates a problem. Like, I can deal with the 13-year-old. I like her. The mom by herself, she golden. The boy is the problem. So I went home that night. And I felt bad. Because I like to think who I am as a man, I wouldn't have done that or allowed it to happen. But I was more so like, in that moment, that little nigga could have croaked and I wouldn't have cared. And so I said, I can't do this situation. If I was willing to let that happen, I'm not who I thought I was and I need to step away. So I did. I stopped talking to old girl. She called me, you know what I'm saying? Come to find out, maybe about 6 months ago, the boy and two of his friends, they tried to rob a store. One of the friends either shot at the police, but they took the police on a high speed. They are all in jail right now. And honestly, I kind of feel like it's the mom's fault. Like how she raised him, how she babied him, how she entitled him, how she treated him when he made mistakes or anything like that. Like, women, y'all gotta understand, no matter how cute that little boy is, he has to be a black man in America. And if you don't prepare them to be that, they will get ate up by the system, period. So that's just another one of my crazy dating experiences. Remember, look, follow me on YouTube at First Off In My Opinion, and I'll see y'all in the next one.